So you got an event coming up and you need people to show up so that you can teach them what they want to know, but more importantly, so that you can offer them a solution to their problem. With the virtual landscape, the show up rates are starting to plummet. So here are some strategies you can use to increase that show up so you get more people to see what you have to offer. And in return, you're going to help more people, make more impact, and of course, make more money. Hey, it's Jesse Eker, and today I want to talk to you about how do you increase show up rates when any of your events you have coming up, whether that's a virtual event, maybe it's a webinar, or maybe it's even a demonstration or a call that people have with you to learn more about your services, what you have to offer, or even to educate them on what you do. Now, every single week I give you a new video on how you're going to improve to build your brand online, mainly using virtual events or the methodology we use called the breakthrough method. And that's going to help you with visibility, authority, and how to leverage your business so that you can scale and grow to the level that you want. If you want these to your inbox on a weekly basis, all you need to do is press the subscribe button. I love you forever, but you also get these videos sent to you every single week. Now, let's get back to actually, how do you increase your show up rate? So let's start with the big picture of the context of why this is important. Obviously, the more people you have on your events, the more people that show up that are qualified, the better off you're end up going to do, because consumability, if people can consume what you have to offer, you're gonna build that know, like, and trust with them because you're showing your expertise of what you are doing, why you are doing it, and how it helps them provide a solution to what they're going through. So the more people you have on your events, the better off you can do. But with the virtual landscape and people being able to do what the heck they want to do, working from home, being able to be at home to do these events, the show up rates tend to be a little lower than, let's just say, when they're live in person, they have to actually go to the event and take time out of their day to do it. So people are busy. We understand that. There's a lot of things going on and we get that as well. So we need to make sure that we get those people and their attention to get onto these events. So here's how you're going to be able to do that. The first thing that you definitely want to make sure that you're able to do is you got to make sure that what you are providing as far as the event or the call or the demonstration has a real true benefit to the desire of the market. Listen, most people create things that are nice to have. We need to create something that's a must-have, something that's really what they're missing, the secret ingredient to get them that result, what they are dying to understand because it's stopping them in their life. If you don't create an event or a system or some sort of methodology that uses that you're expecting someone to show up for just because it's nice to have, your show up rate's going to be lower. So the higher the demand, the more desirable you are giving something to solve someone's problem, usually in context gets someone more motivated to come to your event. So that's not the initial excitement. That's going to obviously help you with, bringing them along to making sure that your event is right for them. So that's number one, is making sure that you have something desirable. Number two is we want to make sure that we have some sort of reminder notification system in place. To think that people are just going to show up on their own, they're going to mark it in their calendar like a really good person would, that is not the majority, right? Most people do not do that. Most people maybe scribble on a piece of note and then lose the note, right? They do not go to their calendar. Most people don't do any type of time management. Do you, right? So that's a good question. Do you even do it? If you don't even do it, how can you expect your market to do it either? So you wanna make sure that you are creating some sort of notification system, whether that is through email or that's through different types of channels to create notifications through text, maybe through email, maybe through messenger, maybe through phone calls, whatever you need to do to get someone to remind them that they have this going on. You need a sequence in place to get people notified, to build that anticipation, but get them really excited for what they're doing, but also remind them that they registered for this and this is what they really want in their life. The third is you want to build that anticipation. You want to make it exciting. You want to make it like a countdown to this is what's going to happen when you get this event. So most people are just like, reminder, this is happening at this time. reminder. And that's so boring. You need every message that you have has to have an objective. So what we do lots of times is we'll send an email with social proof of what actually has happened through events. We'll send an email of, you know, a takeaway basically of some limiting factor that they need to make it to this event because we have more people registered than we can actually handle, right? There's this anticipation of what happens. So we build that anticipation into our notification system so that people are not only getting reminded, but they are getting super excited. Number 4, lower show up rate really probably happens because your timeline to promote your event may be long. So I could even talk to you about even a call, right? If someone books a discovery call with you and they book it for a week out, there's a very good chance that person loses excitement and loses the show rate. So the window being shorter makes your show up rate higher, right? And so when you're booking people calls, the rule is you shouldn't be booking anyone out of 72 hours. 48 hours is ideal, right? Within 48 hours. That's gonna increase your show rate. Similar with events, the shorter the window, the higher the show up rate. Now, I understand you gotta get your message out, you gotta get it going, but the heavy promotion should be done in the last few days. Number 5, one of the last things that is really, you know, going to skyrocket your show up rates is getting someone to put down some money. Listen, you know, when you put down money, you tend to pay more attention to something, right? You know, when something's very free, you tend to be very relaxed with it. You tend to, you know, have less incentive. But when you put down money and you've spent money towards something, you have this new type of commitment that you've made. And so whether that is getting someone to reserve their seat or put a deposit down, or even pay for an upgraded seat, those people are going to have a higher show up rate. So thinking about how can you possibly get someone to put down their credit card, put down some sort of payment or commitment that makes them feel like they're now more committed to the process. All right, so any of those will help with show up rates dramatically. And it's more of a tweaking system and looking at the data of like what's working and what's not. So use one of them or use all of them. Each one of them on their own will help with increasing show up rates. All together is gonna be one powerful system. So out of the 5, which one do you think you're gonna use? 1, 2, 3, or 5? Let me know in the comments below so that I can hear from you, so that I know you're paying attention, that I know that you love this video. Thank you for watching this video. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your commitment to learning and growing, and I can't wait to support you to help you build a 7-figure brand online using virtual events. Bye for now.